tried to do a video a minute ago, right, and it didn't work too much. But look, I might be crazy stakes. A lot of people ain't got a lot of fucking love for me. Well, they have, but they're just a little bit fucking intimidated. Because I do things that they won't. You know, I'm a fucking warrior. I've been on the front line since 2020. I've been in some situations. But I've fucking walked, you know what I mean? I never talked, by the way, didn't talk. Anyway, look at me, I'm over here. I'm going to turn this round now. Guess where I am? Right, have a look at this fucking thing. Right. What does that say? Huh? And my mate just said to me, got me one of these fucking things. I must say though, I've got to say this, for fuck's sake, that thing guns it down. Apparently, his motor is the fastest on the road. It's almost like, because I used to ride an R1, and I love the acceleration. That's that. But look, you know, I fucking love. I don't even know how to do this with you, lot. See the lights on there? These are all electric. Now look, I'm just, you know what I do? I'm a random video, you know, I do things when, I'm impulsive. I do them when I want to do them, but I don't always plan things. In fact, I haven't even got a, a title to this. But look over there, Right, you know what that is, right? They're charging points. So Tesla's got you by the fucking balls, mate. They've got you double by the balls. Because what they do is, if you come here, you can charge free for the time being. If you remember petrol, when they decided, when diesel was cheaper because it was for wagons, you know, and then they thought, oh fuck me, you know, we'll make diesel cars, you can buy diesel cars, and it's cheaper. And then everybody buys a diesel car and you get fucking mugged off, don't you? Right? I don't even know what to say to you lot, but things have got to change very quickly, because we've got another fucking rotter in the name of Farage and his fucking crazy stupid reform. What reform what? Reform what? The only fucking reform is when we fucking decide that these lot haven't got anything to fucking say or do. They're doing nothing for you. All they're going to do is they're going to, what they're going to do is give you the selection, like I keep saying, the selection for election. How is that democratic? Has anybody got a Scooby-Doo? Right? So now we got the Green Revolution, and oh, green. You see them on that television, those fucking idiots, you know. I mean, let's say that, you know, a lot of them don't mean to be bad, but they were the ones promoting fucking COVID. You know, go and get your jab, roll your sleeve up and all that. Well, I'll tell you what I knew, and I've known this forever, and I've not told anybody this before. I knew a close protection officer from the Metropolitan Police who was advised, oh no, not mandated, he was mandated not to take a jab. Right, okay, so then, having said that, you know, I mean, all you need, you know, you've got three types of intelligence. You've got the IQ, you know, then you've got the emotional intelligence, and you've got your intuition. The intuition is the highest form of intelligence. I've done that fucking test there. I like to look at myself when I'm talking, so I know what I mean. Right, so the intuition is the highest form of intelligence, because intuition is your fight or flight. And if you know anything about the central nervous system, and you know anything about the limbic system, right? If I give you an idea, let's say I decide that I want to go and touch that car over there, right? I have it in my mind, I walk towards it, and that goes through my autonomic system. I walk towards it, and then I put my hand on it, because that's what I chose to do. Well, if that car is just sped up and is fucking running at me, I use my limbic system. I bounce out the way quickly, don't think about it. There's a lot of people are in prison for, like, responding. You know, so this comes back to what I spoke about before: passion, action, and will. So passion, action, and will. So the passion is your emotions, the action is what you do, and the will is, you know, whether you chose to do it. You know, sort of premeditated. So a lot of people, they respond. You know, I mean, imagine I'm walking here quietly now, and some security guard starts shouting. I'm going to shout back, saying, "Listen, who the fuck do you think you're talking to?" I don't want to swear, I'm trying not to. I'm just trying to appeal to people, because stuff has got to be shared. And what we haven't got a great platform, because social media is the poor relative of legacy media, mainstream media. Because mainstream media has got millions ploughed into it, billions ploughed into it. But also part of the agenda. And the agenda didn't start after... If we go back before World War I in 1914 and the 18... Oh, Spanish flu never saw Spain, by the way. That was all to do with 1G and the fucking jabs. But who am I? I'm just a fucking tinfoil cap wearing fucking conspiracy theorist. But that's how they prefer it, innit? So I can't get out anywhere, because they don't want my sort of information going out. But being a lad, you know, that's growing up, a lad that was growing up without education, because I didn't attend any of those doctrination centres. All I did was survive, and by surviving I had to learn. So I learned to survive, and then there's something now, I'll use it, Paulo Freire, the Brazilian pedagogist, some people call it pedagogy, or I call it fuck it anyway. Yeah. So anyway, fuck me, I'm all over the place. All I'm saying is, I'm stuck down here, this fucking Chester thing. My mate's charging his fucking jam jar off, right? And he's quite happy to do that, and I don't mind. But what I want to do is try and explain to people that the Green Revolution, you know about photosynthesis, you know about the CO2, and you know about oxygen, and you know about nitrogen, you know about carbon dioxide, you know about carbon monoxide. This is just coming to me, right, because I'm not really, I'm not a scientist. Well, not a scientist. I'm a human being, and yes, science, whatever is necessary for me to learn. But what's necessary now is that I'm fucking getting concerned, because we're walking into the valley of death. The Agenda 2030, you'll own nothing, but you'll be happy. Well, what it means by you'll own nothing is that you're all buying your houses and doing what you do, but there's a pattern to the history and his story, two different things. And if you look at something called the testimony, philosophy of testimony, what it is when somebody's testifying something to you as being true and correct, we often would ask questions about it or something. But if you how you've been conditioned is that you've got a man in a white coat who calls himself a doctor. He's a quack, right? Taught or financed to be taught by the pharmaceutical industries, which is a Rockefeller thing, petrochem, right? Now, I don't want to teach you how to suck eggs, but I want to teach you how to start thinking for yourselves, because if you don't, you'll be led into the abyss. And to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck. But I really would like to enjoy a bit of life, because I haven't enjoyed life for a very, very long time, because for the whole of my life I've been fucking scared. And I don't know, something happened when I turned 60. I was no longer scared. I thought, fuck off, bring it to me, bring it onto me. But the reason I was scared is I kept thinking, we're having nuclear war, we're going to, civil war, the rest of it. But anyway, look, I'm going all around the bend. Anyway, so these electric cars are useless. But what they do, they track you. And if you look at Maui, if you know anything about Maui, you'll know that they were so advanced in the 5G and electrical grid, and and they were celebrating it. And what happened? We don't know this, but I can tell you, I mean, I've researched deeply into this. They all died, right, in the fires, right? And it was all planned, and it was planned, because what you've got to look at is BlackRock and Vanguard and that. They are the people who will rebuild, they'll sort of rebuild. But what they have done, they planned before that. These things aren't by accident at all. Even if you go back to Christchurch, where was it, when New Zealand had the earthquake about 10, 15 years ago? That was all part of the game, mate, Now, you can all knock me down and say I'm a conspiracy theorist, but what you could also do is look at the evidence that I've produced. Look at me on Facebook, Charlie Stevenson. They cut me off on that. Ched of the Leb, right? So that's Ched, space OFTHELEBB, or Honesty and Transparency, or look at my Substack, Charlie Stevenson. Well, get me out there, because nobody wants to invest in me, and I'm exhausted, and I've got information you lot could do with, but I'm only going to be useful with my information if you've got it, because I haven't got an iron in the fire. I'm not interested, you know what I mean? And if you look at I'll give you an example. David Cameron. There's something called the revolving door of lobbyists, revolving door of lobbyism. Now, if you look at David Cameron when he went to Green Seal, he was like Prime Minister. So who better to promote your business than the Prime Minister of the UK? You get all the contracts, you get everything you want. But unfortunately, you've got people called imbeciles. So you got people called imbeciles, I call them retards and fucking reprobates, who don't understand the cause and effect. Cause and effect. So whatever you do has a cause and effect, equal and opposite effect, doesn't it? Right? So I'm going to give you something now. Something called by Jeremy Bentham, I think it was, the Two Sovereign Masters of Man. Right? Two sovereign masters of man, and that's all we're about, right? One is the pursuit of pleasure, the other is the avoidance of pain. Okay, so we pursue pleasure and we avoid pain. But unless you understand about cause and effect, you're fucking you're in a very dangerous world. Because, you know, for me, I'm very impulsive, so I want my pleasure, I want it now, right? And this, in psychological terms, you'll understand the id and the ego, superego later, but I'll talk about that. Right? So what you got is cause and effect. And so you've got the pursuit of pleasure, avoidance of pain, right? And as long as we're pursuing pleasure, that's how we've been conditioned, we've been indoctrinated, conditioned, we'll do that at all costs. So then we suddenly, we look and, I don't really go off, I keep going off. I need a secretary, I need somebody to, I need an interview actually, get out there, I need somebody to interview me and ask me, and look at me, hundreds of videos, they're all bizarre, because I'm just one soldier and nobody wants to unite with me. And to be honest with you, I don't need to unite with them, I don't fucking need anybody. But I just need people to help me get my work out, alright? So what's it, telling more followers to, good. Apparently it's telling more followers. I can't see nobody following me, but fuck it anyway. I'll get it out in one way or another. Because they've been blocking me. They've been blocking me for a long time because my information is fucking like, oh my god, phenomenal. And I don't have to build myself up, you know what I mean? Because I don't care who fucking likes me, doesn't like me. I've been used to being disliked all my life, And as far as I'm concerned, I'm here for the children. I'm here for the disabled, the elderly, the disenfranchised. Those that don't get a fucking stake in the game. Because, well, unless you got fucking dollar or something about you. Like say a young girl, who fucking looks great, fucking nice tits and all, looks fucking gorgeous. Everybody wants to fuck it, don't they? But that little girl in 60 years' time is a fucking old bag nobody's interested in. You know what I mean? You got to remember, we're on this fucking planet and we're actually spirits in a human form. We're not fucking human in a spiritual form. But they don't teach you this. They're giving it all that shit today about the Pope and him dying. And they're taking him up to space. If there's a fucking God, man, he'll be getting right fucked off, mate. That fucking bloke is fucking going to fucking purgatory forever, right? And I know there's people who think that they like him. Well, I don't dislike him. I don't even know the fella. But from what I believe, from my intuition, the highest form of intelligence, he's a fucking wrong'un. And I know he is anyway, because I know all about it, Holy Roman Empire and all that. It's all about control. It's all about fucking, scaring the shit out of people. If you know anything about the Scottish Enlightenment in the 1750s, when that was not John Stuart Mill, it was David Hume and, what is the other one? John Locke wrote the American Constitution. Fucking hell. Well, we were almost enlightened. Of course, they don't want that. There's no profit in enlightenment. No profit in learning. The only profit is when people can fucking knock people down. And what happens all the time is what really pisses me off. It's good people, vulnerable people. People that deserve half a chance to survive. You know what I mean? Just a subsistence living. And they don't get it, do they? Because you've got these capitalists who want to capitalise. I talk about capitalism, so I call Marx, the end of capitalism is nigh. What was it, Marx and Engels. I just know this stuff, because I don't take anything in unless it's fucking it resonates with me. And as a human being, things will resonate because I'm not only a human being, I'm actually a well-rounded human being who's had all the experiences, good and bad. And I don't want to dictate, and I don't want people to believe me. I want people to open their minds. So I said to you before about the philosophy of testimony, right? So when somebody testifies something. Now an author wants you to take his angle. Oh, fair enough, isn't it? What's the point of writing something when nobody's going to buy your books? So there's got to be something there to inspire you, hasn't there? Well, if you just look, what I'm doing here, I'm trying to inspire you because I actually care about you, humanity, human beings. And I don't actually care about these muggy fucks who decided that, they don't care who lives or dies. But it's been made that way. And the reason it's been made that way is because we keep people separate from each other. We keep this, level of hatred and, disrespect, estrangement. What we're trying to do is for anybody's, you ready? Yeah, for anybody's capitalised. They're getting impatient as a fucker he is, you know what I mean? Getting all para. Look. Oh, all I can do is I'm going to try and use this and save it. But please watch it, share it, and the best thing you can do is just remember that I've got no stake in it. All right, mate. Was you waiting to go? That's all right. Yeah, no, bless. I'm not in a rush. I'm enjoying this. I've really got quite a good conversation going on. All right. Yeah. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say, see these things, right? The things. These fucking muggy fuckers are sitting there charging their cars up. You know, I wouldn't like. In fact, I'm going to go Mark Steele. I'm going to see what part this is. There's these things that can detect the radiation. Fucking hell, talk about kill your kids, fry your kids. Fuck's sake. They want. There's no secret about this. We'll look at the World Economic Forum, look at their agenda, and look at the 17 sustainable goals. Who the fuck ever I can ask them to help us? Who are they? They're not elected. Fuck off anyway, do now. Not elected. What they are, selected. And they've selected themselves because they've got all the fucking dollar. Everybody wants dollar. Money can buy anything, can't it? Well, it ain't bought me. Like, well, that's got the pound now, you know what I mean? I look fucking awful, you know. But you know what, I can have all that back. But I'll have it back when it's pure, when it's ethical, and when it's fucking right. And you know, if you want to fucking like take an oath, or you want to hold this back in charge of, you know, ethics, fucking remember what an ethos is. Right? I'm enjoying this actually. I'm going to do this more often. But look, I have crazy stakes, but I won't be crazy. I just care, and no amount of money will stop me. And you'll never ever know me for coming out here, for taking money, right, to satisfy myself at the expense of somebody else. Because this is one thing. Justified true belief. Sorry, mate. No, I'm just doing it. You pulled it out. Oh, you done it.
Oh, wait for you.
Oh, bless you, man. I love you.
Ready,
I love you, mate. Because you know, I got a few decent people around me now who I didn't never know, but I know them and they know me. We're solid as fuck. Right. But anyway, I have some questions. I've been all over the place there, but the Gettier problem is what I'm talking about. JTB, justified true belief, and you have to have conditions to believe something. But don't be convinced by somebody else that is just like flanneling you. And what we're getting, trusty people, especially with pop stars, governments, doctors, where they almost get away with your basic, what's it called, when you, you're not on this, right? Yeah, with your basic instincts to question something. Yeah. So, you know, what's happening? So if somebody comes in, sorry about this, a few people walking around, like, you know what I mean, I don't want to have to hit them, but I will get it if they need it. I've still got a good fucking shot on me, and don't go down anyway. But anyway, yeah, so I'm saying, you've got to examine evidence, because evidence is just somebody else's point of view, somebody else's idea of what's real, and it usually suits them. Well, nothing suits me. I'd rather actually, let me just say, I'd rather lose than win. But only because if I'm losing, I'm still within my principles, I'm still within my morality. I hate using that word morality because when saying about morals, God made you. He didn't make morals, right? That is something that people fucking decide to design in their favour, Am I going to go? I don't know if I've got anybody watching, but if you are, God bless you. And you can't fucking, honestly, you cannot go anywhere better than me. I mightn't locute what I'm trying to say very well, but if you get me, I'll just fucking break it down a little bit. I'm always contactable, and I'll always answer questions. But I do not need fucking retard fucking shitbags sending me stupid messages, because it ain't happening. I'll fucking bollocks you off. And when my army's big enough, because today is Oliver Cromwell's birthday, the Lord Protector. I'm fucking Numo fucking Uno, 21st century, Lord Protector, and Socrates number 2. And it's a big statement, isn't it? I stand by it, right? And if you know anything about Stoicism, I'm as stoic as you fucking like. See you later, big fucking love. Alright?
I've got a couple of hats.
And